My name is Mariah Jones. Thank you, thank you. Okay. So, being that most of you here today are colleague turned friend, there is much that you know about me, but also much that you don't. So, today I'm going to share a story about myself. One day I decided to Google what is healing from trauma. It told me that healing from trauma, the guiding principles are the restoration of empowerment and safety. And I know that I don't often speak about my family, being that we are estranged, but I was the oldest sibling of three. We were raised by a single, emotionally immature, narcissistic mother who was also an addict while also living in poverty. So, needless to say, being empowered and feeling safe was foreign to me growing up as a child. I had to fight for things that no child should have to fight for: food, my mother's life, my siblings' life, my life, just to get by. I remember one day being in the grocery store and just being full of joy and excitement, about to ask my mom, "Hey, mom, can we buy these?" And I was talking about oranges. And as quickly as those feelings came, or as quickly as they were met with anger and frustration, she says, "No, Mariah Marie, we can't buy those. How many times have I told you that we can't afford them?" She says through her clenched teeth because she doesn't want people to realize that she's frustrated. I'm 33 years old now, and it's been nearly 2 decades, and it was only in the last couple of years that I realized why I continue to avoid buying oranges in the store. So now, at this time, I know it may feel a little uncomfortable, but I'm going to ask everybody close your eyes, and I will let you know when to open them. I want you to take a deep breath in, and I want you to allow yourselves to think about the way an orange smells, the way it feels as the juices run down your hands as you begin to peel back that beautifully scented skin, exposing the meat of the orange, the way those juicy, tangy, sweet flavors burst in your mouth as you bite into it, your jaw clenching and your mouth beginning to water. The way that eating an orange could be such a meditative and joyful and peaceful experience for your inner child. And again, I'm going to ask everybody to take a deep breath and open your eyes. I remember the first time that I bought an orange without the feelings of shame or guilt. I walked into my nearest Smith's in my neighborhood, and the doors slid open and the AC hit my skin, covering my body in goosebumps. As my eyes gazed over the floral section as I made my way over to my regular fruits and vegetables. But little did I know that on that day, I was going to heal a part of me that I didn't even know needed healing. And as I made my way over to the oranges, it was almost as if I could hear little me giggling with excitement. I went over and I picked up 4 of the largest, best looking oranges that I could, and I put them in my handheld basket. And I was just full of pride and joy in that moment. I could not wait to get home to enjoy these oranges I had just bought for myself. And as I get home and I begin to peel away each layer, I take in every moment. And as I take my first bite of the orange, I begin to cry. And at first I laugh because why the hell am I crying about a damn orange? I had to take a moment to fully process the feelings of sadness, joy, and grief I was experiencing in that moment, to realize that I wasn't crying about an orange. It wasn't just about an orange. It was about little me meeting present day me, and us telling each other that we deserved that experience, that we deserved to feel empowered and joyful. Fun fact, do y'all know that there's 3 phases of the orange before the collection phase? First, it's the curd phase, then the flowering phase, and then the fattening phase. And in the fattening phase, it's actually the growth of the fruit itself. And in this phase, it is the most crucial because it is heavily influenced by the environment that it grows in, much like a child in the first 5 years of their lives. And in the first 5 years of my life, I lived in a constant state of fight or flight, mostly fight because of my circumstances. And it wasn't until that day that I brought home those oranges that I realized that, much like the orange with the seed at its core, I was trying to protect what was near and dear to me: my peace, my power, and my joy. So in that moment, I placed my right hand over my heart and my left hand over my belly, and I took a deep breath in, being sure to take in the aroma of the orange, and I told myself, we are safe, we are powerful, and we deserve joy. So then y'all have to come into camera again so she could know that y'all are all still here.